G'day and welcome, and this is Crocodile Carson. And today I'm going to take you and me on a little adventure through my animal room. Have a go at this. Isn't he a beauty? Woo! Well, thought he was about to run. Now this guy is super similar to the iguana, and he's one of my new arrivals. And we're about to have a surprise animal around August or September. It's going to be super cool. It's an aquatic species. I'm going to get it from the Repticon. Y'all guys go to the Repticon. It's a super cool place. They have tons of stuff there for your reptiles. And I know a bunch of y'all guys have bearded dragons, just like Beardy and frogs and stuff. Now this guy is a Chinese water dragon, native to China and Southeast Asia. What's super cool about the Chinese water dragon, have a go with that long tail right there. Isn't he a beauty? Woohoo! Now watch this. He's looking at my face right now. These guys, this is almost full grown for these guys. And that how they have, when they're always looking at me like that, is because they have so many predators in Asia. Snakes, birds, and other animals that will try to have a go at these guys. So he's always trying to make eye contact and look around and see if there's any predators around. Watch this. See how he's always looking? Any angle I tilt him, he's eye contact. Boom, right on. He doesn't want anything to get this guy. And isn't he just gorgeous? Have a go at this. Now this guy, what he'd eat is in the wild is small crickets, mealworms, super small beetles and insects and stuff, because he isn't that big. He's only about probably a foot maybe, but his tail is super long. And super interesting about these guys is that look at the teal color on him. Isn't he just gorgeous? Woo-hoo! He is a beaut. Bones are ripple black. Now this guy is, why he's super similar to the iguana is, you know, iguanas have those super long middle-like toes. Have a go at that. Look at those long toes and those long claws. Now these guys are arboreal, meaning that they like to hide and climb in the trees, which these guys will be basking in trees, just like this. The sun's hitting them like this. But a lot, why these guys are arboreal species, that's why they have those long claws and stuff to help climb up trees. Now these guys are they're also known as the Asian water dragon because they live in Asia and China. Now I'm going to put this guy back up and we're going to go look at some more reptiles. One sec. I'm back with one of my also new animals. Have a go at this. Right here is one of my favorites, an alligator snapping turtle. Now, have a cool some of the cool features of this alligator snapping turtle. Have a go at that. He is a beauty. Woohoo! So right here, some of the cool features about an alligator snapping turtle, as you can see on the belly, on a regular turtle, that they would have that whole belly covered up, that whole belly at the bottom covered up right down there, right at the bottom, which an alligator snapping turtle doesn't, because they have that long, those good muscle-like legs, so they're able to tear their food apart with those strong claws and hands. They're able to rip their food apart and eat it. Now, what's a cool feature about this guy, have a go with that long tail. Looks like it has those big osteoderms on it, which are what alligators and crocodiles have on their back. They're called osteoderms, and they're really bony like plate things, which when you shoot an alligator, it can't go through because those bony like plate things. It's super cool, which these guys have on them, on their tail. Which also a cool fact about these guys, have a go at that spiky like shell on it. He's a beauty. Now you can really tell the difference between a regular radio slider or river cooter between this guy. Now they also have the long neck and that little pig-like nose at the end, so when they're sitting in the weeds and stuff and ponds and stuff, there's grass, they'll just have to stick their long neck up and that pig-like nose up to the surface so no predator can see them, get a big gulp of air, and go back under. Now these guys can hold their breaths up to 15 minutes, and they're super cool. Have a go at that. He is a beauty. Woohoo! Now in the wild, these guys would typically eat, they have minnows, crawdads, a bunch of good stuff. Now, cool thing about the alligator snapping turtle is they'll open their mouth underwater and their tongue looks like a worm. So minnows, crawfish, sometimes you can get some small baby brim, they'll come and try to eat at it. Now the alligator snapping turtle, when they get big enough, they'll start eating bigger items like crawfish. But about this size, he's super small baby. He'll eat baby crawfish and rip them apart, get the good tail meat and the inside, and with his claws right there, those big muscle-like arms, and rip them apart. Now, what's super cool about the alligator snapping turtle, they're so smart, is when a crawdad's defense mechanism is to pinch you. When these alligator snapping turtles kind of get behind right where the tail is, sorta, in there, and they can't, the crawdad can't pinch them behind on the face. So they're so smart that they bite them right there because they know they can't get pinched, and it's basically a kill shot automatically because that's where all the heart, the lungs are and stuff of the crawfish. And they'll also try to drown their prey, but they don't get it because fish and crawfish, they don't breathe air like the alligator snapping turtle. They breathe underwater, so sometimes they can get a little confused. But they're so gorgeous. Have a go at that. Isn't he just a beauty? Woohoo! Now I'm going to put this guy up. I'll do one more animal, and then we might do another video after this. Now hold on real tight, and y'all guys are going to look at the beauty dragon while I get one of my favorites out. He is a beauty. Woohoo! Have a go at this. Now right here is my beauty dragon, Beardy, 19 inches long and almost 2 pounds. He is a beast for a bearded dragon. Now, super cool fact about the bearded dragon is there's different species of bearded dragon. There's the fancy bearded dragon that has that orange fiery ball looking color on it and the black right there. And they're super cool because look, this guy, Beardy, looks like a big fireball. He is amazing. He is a beaut bonza republic. Now, the difference between the fancies, the leatherbacks tend to be that yellowy sand tannish kind of color. Now I don't know some others, but I know there is like this white kind. I don't know the name of it. I should look it up. But what's super cool is they typically sell the leatherbacks and the fancies. The fancies are a little more expensive, but they're worth it because have a go at the colors on them. He is a beauty. And you see the dark right here and then that lightish fiery ball right here. Bearded dragons shed in pieces. So right here, you can see where he shed it up here, and then he's still trying to shed right there. He is amazing. Have a go at this. Woohoo! Now this guy in captivity eats super worms, big crickets. Oh, let's see if you'll have a go at some crickets real quick. Oh. Whoa, crap. Whoa, there it is, there it is. Get it. Climbing. Gotta get this cricket. Where is it? There it is. Might have to climb under real quick. Now right here. Now have a go at that. Did you see that? Did you see that long tongue? It came out, got the cricket, and gulped, swallowed it down whole. Now super cool fact about bearded dragons. If I get him to do it again, we might do a slow-mo and see the triangular teeth on the bearded dragon. Super cool. Let's see if we can do that. I'll try, but he is a beauty. It's super cool that they have these triangular teeth. That they're omnivores, meaning that they'll eat plants and leaves. So they have that triangular teeth right at the points to rip through the meat, and then they have those teeth to crunch down the good veggies. Oh, Beauty, that's not for you. That's not salad. You already had yours. Let's see if he'll have a go. See the triangular teeth? I don't know if you did. It's kind of hard because it's tucked in with those gums. He's super cool. Now this guy is native to Australia, just like the white tree frog. Oh, he's looking at y'all. He thinks the camera's food too, Bob Crocky. Now Beardy, super cool fact about Beardy, if you look at the tail right there, you see that big old tail right there? Looks like muscle. That's fat. So during the winter, these guys, when they're a little bit slower, the crickets are way faster. They're not able to get those crickets, but they are able to get the mealworms. Super aggressive, wants to eat everything. Eat him on a finger. Beardy, you can't try to bite my finger, Bob Crocky. My toes aren't dinner either. You're so hungry. 6 crickets a day and a full fruit salad. Bob Crocky. No, Beardy. Alright, we might have to get this guy right up here because he's trying to eat everything, Bob Crocky. Now let's get back to talking about Beardy. He's native to Australia. He's super cool. Lives in the desert kind of terrain. That's why he has that sandiest fireball color. And have a go, he's just a dinosaur. Now we gotta hurry up and look at one more. Also, he's new arrival. Beardy's not 5 years old, but he's an old timer. He's a good one.